Hey, how's it going, guys? My name is Speed. This is the Social Programming for Great Good. I'm a full stack JavaScript developer, and we're going to use this channel to pair program and hit up some open source projects and see how we can make it better over time. All right, let's get started. So, started setting it up a little bit, and it seems like YNAB is very slow. I'm not sure why. I think we have the extension turned off, so it shouldn't be our extension. So if YNAB is slow, it's going to make it hard for us to debug stuff, and that will be just very annoying. Alright. So let's roll with it. So last time we were here, sorry, that's me trying to make it work. We started getting work on the MasterToggle, where it turns all features on and off with a single switch in the options page. So what we did last time was we made the switch. We went in advanced setting, we created this MasterToggle. It's currently on, but you can turn it on and off. We haven't exactly wired it. Right now it just saves the setting to local storage and it stops there. If you look at extensions, YNAB. So we did try to figure out where the code is. Let me turn this off. Actually, let's build it this way. Yarn build and yarn watch. All right, let's go in. All right. Oh. So if we looked at the comments, they said that we can turn it off based on this block on line 86 in the main.js file. Where did I read that? If you could return it on line 36 on commit. Oh, here he goes. So that's what we did. Right now we have a to-do that says we should get this from local storage, and that will get this setting here. But right now it's just hard-coded to false, and it's just checking to see if that actually works. So the theory is I should have some settings on, which it looks like it does. So let's just turn on some collapsible side menu that's visible. Hide help, which would get rid of that. We could turn that on. What else could we do? Let's look at the budget screen. Add copy transaction buttons, add goals indication, add allow resizing. That's kind of janky. Boom. I don't know. Current days, highlight, link activity. What else can we turn on? Stealing functions, budgeted warning. That's probably very visible. Alright, we'll refresh the page and see if we see anything. So we don't. So theoretically that worked. Let's turn that on. So our build's good. So let's turn that on. See where we get. Build's going. So by turning that on, we'll get the code. We'll theoretically get the code back. We'll see how it goes. I don't like that transaction. Like if you saw that, it's like, boom. It could be smoother. I wonder what did I set that to. So it should be sticky header transition. Transition padding, and let's make that really tiny, like 0.15. That is much better. 2.5 is kind of too big. Let's just try to find that rule. here he goes. Crap, I forgot. Make a change, so it's gonna re-trigger the build. I don't like that what the build does. It is deletes the folder and then it starts filling it up. It would be nice if we had a temp build folder, and so we still have like the finished build, and while the new build is going on, it's in this temp folder. When the new build's finished, it overwrites the existing build folder. That would be ideal. But right now, the way it's set it up is, as soon as I start a build, it deletes the existing folder, which is kind of annoying. It'd be nice if we could add like a next task. All right, so let's. That's much better. Let's refresh YNAB. I don't see a change. Everything looks the same. Did this not get fired? MasterToggle is off is true. I mean, that should enter in there and do all that stuff. I don't know. Console.log. Starting up toolkit for YNAB. I'm hoping we can see that log message, because right now I can't really debug this. Like, it'd be nice if I could add a breakpoint and be able to step through that, but I don't think I can. Let's see if I can actually find that. You know what? Maybe we have the wrong extension loaded up. No? Here's our developer one. We should see at least see this, and I don't. Maybe YNAB update. They did update recently, and so maybe the extension is just can't handle it anymore. Let's see. What I'm looking for is that printout. If that printout is there, then we're good. Which is not, so we're not good. Well, this is gonna be a pretty boring stream if the extension doesn't work. I don't want to have to debug it. Yeah, I don't know. Let's look at it again. So projects, toolkit for YNAB, output, Chrome, select. Okay. So that got us a better image, maybe? So here we go. Let's try it one more time. Yeah, here we go. Starting up toolkit for YNAB. All right. So here we go. When the toolkit for YNAB is up, you should see this collapse button here. So now we can check to see if our code works. So we're going to set that false. And let that build kick off. We're going to refresh YNAB. So how's everyone's evening going? Is it going well? It's good to hear. Good to hear. Always be on. All right, so build finish. We should be able to refresh startup. All right, so theoretically we turned it off and it's still there. So that's not good. Let's add one more debugger. Console.log MasterToggle. What's on? So that guy is not right because we set it off. Let's say reply hard coding a wrapping that entire options promise didn't prevent the extension from loading. I think I might go with the simple solution of disabling, of setting all, flagging all settings to false. I think that's enough. All right, I mean, we did what the suggestion was. So there we go, starting up toolkit for YNAB. I didn't print that next statement. Console.log MasterToggle is off. That's so weird. Sources, main.js, Chrome extension. That looks like what we need, but it's actually in common. Let's say common main.js. We don't want features. So we want source common. That's not good. Oh, there it is, toolkit for YNAB. It's gonna be a little bit annoying going through the compiled code, but maybe it'll work out. What does this file look like? No necessary. For some reason must be populated. So we're kind of digging into like the engine of this, I guess. Trying to figure out how it actually wires up all the settings and disable that logic if the certain flag is on. Which, I mean, it shouldn't be firing, I would think. Bunch of helper functions, and then we define an options, we define a push option setting, and then we check to see if the master toggle is off. So if this was true, then we would do stuff. I'm not sure why we're getting this, but we're not getting this function. Is it because I'm using ES7? Maybe I should go back to vars. So var that. I hope it's not that simple. Like just because I was using const instead of var, that would suck. But I understand this is probably just a regular JavaScript file that doesn't get passed through the Babel parser, the transpiler. So that would make sense. But it sucks that it didn't like yell at me. All right. That is so strange. Why are you only printing out that first one? Still building. It takes forever to build. Common complaints. It just prints out that first one? That doesn't seem right. Alright. So maybe I have to build every time and reattach. That seems stupid. But when you build, it gets sent out to this output folder here. Where are you? Oh, that's right, it gets deleted. Let's refresh. Here. It gets sent out to this output folder. And theoretically, this should pick it up. But I don't think it is. So let's try it one more time. Maybe somebody broke. Did I break it? This one. Output. There you go, Chrome. I bet you we'll see those. Yep. MasterToggle is off. Oh, that sucks. That means that did work. And I have to now retract that. That just seems weird. Because I don't want to have to reload that extension file every time. I think something broke. Something broke with this build process. I don't know. I didn't really change anything. Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure this doesn't set up the app, right? It just injects a bunch of stuff. So what does it do? It injects some JavaScript string. It injects a script. It injects CSS. Injects another script. Load this setup behavior. YNAB for toolkit. Another JSS script. Another JSS script. Ensure default is set. Yeah, so I don't know. Says it's finished. But 1, 2, 3. So we'll have to just keep loading that. Load unpacked extension. Maybe when I hit this update, that'll work. Nope. Alright, that's part of the workflow now, apparently. Alright, whatever. We can make that work. Okay. I think that will work. And let's set up this extension. Oh, crap. Oh, it's building. What we need to do is get the key, and I'm not sure they're able to get the key from anywhere. Local storage, so we're just gonna have to straight up JavaScript it, but we're gonna find what the local storage key is. So if we go to advanced settings, make sure this is on. Should be able to just hit up local storage. So window.local storage. MasterToggle. True. All right. There we go. So this should say window.local storage.get item equal true, and let's say it's on, and let's just reverse this logic. So if the MasterToggle, let's change this to say should apply settings. All right, that should be it. And so what we're going to see is after this build completes, I reload the extension. I check the page real quick to make sure the MasterToggle is on. I need to change that name. That name is very undescriptive as to what it's doing. Maybe disable toolkit for YNAB would be probably better. So let's check it out. So things we have to do. We have to apparently now do this thing every time, which is annoying. We'll check out advanced settings. That's on. So if this is on, that means we shouldn't see any settings on YNAB. So we'll refresh the page. All right, so theoretically we have no settings on. So we go back in here, turn that off. Refresh the page, we should see some settings. Which we don't. So something's wrong. Let's check out these sources again. Can I global find? That'd be awesome. I think I know how to do it. So we are looking for this code somewhere. So if we look at output Chrome and do a search here, find in folder. Okay, search files to include. I'm looking for that. So if we go to this folder, which is Chrome, just main.js, okay. So toolkit for YNAB. It should just be in here. I thought. Right? And that's what it looks like. Why aren't you here? Probably here. Nope, can't be in here. Let's put our logging statements in again. We can at least debug that way. So let's see. Disable toolkit for YNAB is what I want to name it for. Disable toolkit for YNAB. Disable toolkit is probably better. So let's just make that quick change real quick. Okay. So let's hide the output. I think it was in sauce core features, and it's in advanced. We're gonna rename it to disable toolkit. All right, the settings file is gonna change. I'm gonna say disable toolkit. So that changes our key here. And we're gonna say disable toolkit for YNAB. So if it's on, we know that they want it off. That's a little bit clearer to me. So now we have to go in here, call it disable toolkit as well. Let's see, MasterToggle, disable toolkit. All right, so there we go. All right, so now we're gonna log some stuff. So console.log. Gonna log this key. So that's the key. Sorry. So we're logging that key. We're gonna log that value. And we're gonna log that we're applying settings. All right. Actually, I think I learned. Oh, I think once we have those enabled, we should be able to track where that's coming from. So similar to these, we'll be able to click onto the file, and then we'll add direct breakpoints instead. Trailing space is not allowed. Trailing space is not allowed. Main GS. What? Trailing spaces. That is strange. Okay. Yeah, I was complaining about line 88. Whatever, that's what you want. That's what we give you. Man, those builds take quite a bit of time. How's everyone else's night going? Has anyone like found any cool Switch streams to look at? Some programming ones potentially. I was checking out the stream earlier. The stream's available earlier today, and I don't know what makes them popular. I guess a lot of it's like game development, which I guess Twitch is about games, right? But I like to see some just more open source stuff. That'd be nice. There's one about building a Twitch extension. That seems to be popular. And that make horror games, guys. Kind of weird, but get some audience. Alright, what did I do? I gotta load this. Gotta check it out. Check it out. And settings. Cool, it's not disabled. Refresh this page. We're applying settings. Okay. Turning it on. Turning it on. Refreshing the page. Still no. The weird part to me is that it's always loading, but I'm not getting that collapse. Because we turn on that setting over here, right? To like general. Oh. I see. So when we reinstall the extension, we must have to we lose all our data. That makes sense. So why is this not working now? What is it called? We don't see stuff. Oh shit. Do you think we don't get the settings? I could have sworn I did it, right? Or maybe did I do it here? Console window, that's local storage. Oh, I see. So we get it here. We can't get it. We don't get it here. Is there a way to see the settings that are enabled? I don't know. I feel like by the time we get here, it's too late. Maybe those flags are... No, because the build, it would have to read it from somewhere, right? Let's figure it out. So it's definitely, we can't just go window at local storage. Maybe we have to do that Kangol thing, but I don't see this referring to any like special way of getting stuff. Like this is all just straightforward set. Ooh, get Kangol settings, setting that name. Ooh, maybe we could do that. Where's that coming from? I really want not the Kangol setting. I kind of just want. So I guess if we do that, we'll have to wrap all of this into a for each. A then statement, which might take some time. Let's see where they're getting it from. So function, get Kangol setting, get Kangol storage keys, get Kangol. I wonder, it just grabs the name probably. Get Kangol extension info. I need something that gets local storage key, but maybe that is enough. So I know the specific setting I want. So it is called disable toolkit for YNAB. Then function data. It's gonna let me do that. Let's see. Data is never used. I'm gonna use you, man. Console.log data. There, you're used. Alright, so we're gonna have a bunch of printouts, and I know this is wrong, so let's just get rid of that right now. And we know that's wrong too. So we need to like put everything inside the end statement, which is kind of annoying. Who uses this? Push option. Option set promise, and then they wait. Well, they're gonna wait anyway, right? So we might as well just have that all wrapped in the den. That's fine. All right, let's check out the build. Build is going. Build is starting again? Damn. That sucks. I feel like that's better. It's more appropriate. I've been streaming with the hat on mostly because I haven't been brushing my hair and I'm lazy. But now it feels like a habit. I kind of like it. My hair looked fine before. It wasn't like extremely styled, but it was presentable, I think. But I think it's better with the hat on anyway. It's starting to get cold. It's keeping me warm, right? Alright, so here we go. Did I reload that correctly? Makes me feel like it's not. Toolkit for YNAB, this guy. And I'll put this guy. What was this before? I guess I could pay attention to that. And that would tell me if we got it right. It's there. So it looks like we can do that. So we're gonna just wrap this if, and we're gonna call this if should apply settings, and delete all that. So there we go. We get the setting, disable toolkit for YNAB setting, then should apply console.log, console.log. And then console.log, checking if we should load settings. Build going. So we got three logs. One, when it loads up, when it first starts up, we're just gonna log something that our script is being hit, and that's how we know we have the latest. The second time it logs, it will have completed this promise and say that we print out what we got back, so true or false. The third time we log is when it's passing this if box saying that yes, we should apply settings. Should apply settings. The data we're getting back is not should apply settings, is disable settings, don't apply settings, don't apply settings. I think that's it. Should disable toolkit. That's probably better. Should disable toolkit. That matches what we're getting back, right? Disable toolkit. Says should disable toolkit. Oh crap. One more. Alright, so if not should disable toolkit, then we're gonna apply settings. That makes more sense to me. I think I'm kind of hacking their feature folder file or whatever with this index.js, right? It's not really doing anything. I'm kind of hacking it so I can have the local storage capacity and tie into sort of their settings. I don't know if they're gonna like that, but it makes my life easier generating the HTML, and the functionality just save local storage is all programmed. So it's just, I feel like they should extend feature to allow me to be able to do that. But a lot of push behind it is for me not to like touch this core code, but I need to, so I will. I want to see if our stuff is checking to be so should disable toolkit. Oh shit, that's good. So let's check it out. So if I come in here, open settings, go to advanced, I say don't disable toolkit for YNAB. Refresh, applying settings. Boom, that's it. That is the pull request. That's done. Let's get rid of these console logs, and let's clean up some language too. This is for the user. Okay, so get can go setting disable toolkit. Then should disable toolkit is the what is returned as the boolean true false. If we should not disable toolkit, I don't like that. So if should disable toolkit, just return. That's all we want to do. And then we can get rid of all this jank. Oh, do you not format for me? What is this? Oh, I see. What's the problem now? New line required to enter file. Expected. Why would you expect that? Is it because of that? Because I've been a new line? Okay, that's it. We don't need to do anything else. Alright, so to get the setting, then we get some data. Should disable toolkit should be a boolean. If should disable toolkit, go ahead and return. We don't need to do anything else. Otherwise, it's going to proceed here like it did before. Alright, that's good. So that's building. And then let's check out the English. So disable toolkit for YNAB. Turn all features on and off with a single switch in the options page. With a single switch, we don't need this portion of it. So let's go ahead and go to disable settings. All right. So this is using the local storage approach. One of the users wanted to be able to do it from the drop down here. So like if you look at here, there's got some settings, right? And I think that, was it LastPass? No, it was uBlock. So they want to be able to do something like this where they can just like turn it on, turn it off. And that'd be nice if we could do that. Oh, I forgot, we still have tasks. So we just did this, and now we need to add this global indicator that toggles on. And the cheat, we're going to just say it's disabled. We're going to find a big red block that says disabled. Or we're going to make it. Okay. And that's how you'd know. You'd have to go to the settings page. Ideally, we'd be able to do it here too, but I feel like this thing is going to be hard to figure out. I don't know. I guess it won't be. We can make this a button. Similar to uBlock's button. Like this is a button. Can I inspect that? Nice, I can. So what is it? It's a p tag that has a span that is an FA. And I guess that FA is clickable. No, the p tag's clickable. Let's click disable. Yeah, I would think the p tag is clickable because it's the one that's got a switch. Sorry, an ID of switch. We'll might get to that. For now, let's just get our functionality down. I'm more about the functionality. So what did I do? I renamed this. So now it's to disable toolkit for YNAB or refresh. Oh, that's not good. We're still getting our things. I thought for sure I removed the comments. So it looks like we got a little extension problem. Let's manage extensions. Let's check it out. So dev projects toolkit for YNAB. Okay, I think that's fine. I think we need to remember this. Because it definitely inspect views. I feel like it changes. So I think it was that changed, right? Screenshot 1. Screenshot 2. So the first time it comes in, we get 2 of them. I thought the loaded from was changing, but it just looks like the inspect views are changing. So one time it's building. Maybe it's because I don't know why that is. That's so strange. Maybe it's because when we disable it, we don't have things on. I don't know. I mean, it's off. We don't have those messages. All right, let's turn it on. And refresh. All right, it's off. I feel like we should log something. I don't know. Console.log. Toolkit for YNAB is disabled. All right, so that's one. Let's figure out what needs to go in. So I guess we don't really need this. This is a empty class to make use of the feature setting for local storage. Alright, so that's in there. Settings.js, that turns on the feature. We deleted stuff, or we rename probably. What did we change here? Okay, that's fine. Let's make that a separate setting. Main.js. Yeah, we did do that. Alright. This will add new setting to disable toolkit for YNAB. Right, so that functionality is done. Requested by Trello card. What is that? Can I put that in there? I mean, I guess it's just text, right? This will make transition for sticky header faster. Why? Seemed janky before. Too slow. Alright, let's push that up. Alright, so we've got another task done. Now we gotta do this indicator, which I think the first thing we're going to do is we're going to play around with bringing this indicator up there. That would be cool to do. So we're going to do that. So let's find this thing. So let's look at the HTML. And it looks like it's got a span of version. So we're probably going to copy that. Is it a class? It's a class. And we're going to do that because there's probably some cold code in there. Why you do this? There's too much. Let's update that search exclude. So user settings, open up workspace settings, search exclude. Where are you? And we're gonna add lib. Like it gets rid of a lot of stuff. Main.js, get angle setting. Where are you? Where are you? It's gotta be options, I would think. Are you it? Set version number. I don't want it to be in the V2. Maybe we make this tighter. So we say, okay, I got it. I don't think we're doing it anywhere else, right? There's gotta be a CSS class. There's gotta be. So here we go. Version. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna change some stuff. So we're gonna look for that version. There it is. And we're gonna give it a class of toolkit version to be specific. And then in here, when they go to set it, we're just gonna look for the class toolkit version, set the text equal to whatever we want. We're gonna update this to be toolkit version, and that should take care of that. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna copy this HTML and put it somewhere. So we gotta figure out where this guy lives. It looks like it's in the navbar header. So let's go there. Navbar header. Here. So what is this? Toggle navigation. All right, so there's this button there apparently. I've never seen it. Let's see, where is it though? With 100%. Where are you, button? Yeah, I don't see it anywhere. Oh, it's here. There's this magic button there. Oh, okay. This button probably shows up when it's a mobile thing. So when you click it, okay, that makes sense. It is for mobile. All right, let's refresh. There's that V coloring. So what we want is, want to duplicate this, and we want to use that same green color. And what we're gonna do is float this. So we're not gonna refresh the page because then we'll lose what we had. So we're gonna try to position it right here. So let's say position relative, top 0, absolute, top 0, left 20 em. Let's go with percent, 10%. I don't know if they're gonna like that. Top is what? 10% as well? 100%? I want it there. 65%, that seems arbitrary. That's what it is. That's what it is. Okay, so where did we put that? So we want the toolkit version in the navbar header to have those dimensions. So here we go. We want that, and we want that. So navbar header. We want toolkit version. So navbar header. Toolkit version. Okay, and those are the rules we want. I think that will work. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna create something very similar to this, but we're gonna just hard code it to always say disabled. We're gonna give it some styling. And by default, we're gonna make it hidden. And then when that setting is on, turned on, it's gonna enable. Okay. And then it's gonna be right here. I'm thinking red border, all uppercase, red letters within it. Try to make it like a round thing. I don't know if I can do like that vertical red slash, but we'll give that a go if we have time. Which apparently we don't. It's almost 10 o'clock. Oh my god, time just zooms. I do think we need to make that logo. I think I'm feeling good. So we're just gonna keep going. Yeah, we're just gonna keep going and see how it goes. I don't think it should be that much work. All right, so it's finished. So there we go. So we just moved it over. Let's see how that looks like when we make it smaller. It's not good. It only looks good there. Oh, it's perfect. All right, how is that image just there though? Is it because of this? What is giving that all that margin? Oh, margin 10px. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we can get rid of margin right. No, margin right and left. So the top, something's making it centered, I feel like. I just don't know what. It's definitely that margin, but I don't know, it's weird. All right, whatever. Let's look for, I don't know if I can make it different for different, because like if I put it there, it's gonna be way too big. What I really want to do is use Bootstrap. I wonder if I could just bootstrap it. So what do I want to do? I want to have 3 columns. I want to have the center column be small. I want to have the big columns. Yeah, maybe we'll just bootstrap it. If we bootstrap it, is it going to mess up that toggle button? I don't think it should. So let's give that a go. So we're gonna have 3 divs that has a class of column small. So if we got 12, we can do 369. No, let's do So I know we're gonna have 3, and in the center we're gonna have this image. And then in the right we're gonna have that logo there. And then I guess we're just gonna have that button there. And the first one we're gonna say span disabled. That's what we want. Let's make everything 4s for now, so that way we get that page logo centered, and then maybe we can just text align this to the left, text align that to the right, and we get the desired effect. That's what I'm thinking. I've got to work on some like overlays here. It'd be nice to know when people subscribe or follow. So thanks Coderman Chris for following on Twitch. Got the email but not a notifications. I'll try to work on that overlay, I guess. For me it's I've got to do it. I've got to figure it out. All right, let's refresh the page and hope things didn't break. All right, so we've got something. I think that looks good. Let's see how it broke down. So this stayed centered, which is really nice. Let's check, not responsive, but like a mobile. There's that button. But it's way too large for it to be accessible. I don't know why they have this mobile button here, because this is an extension for a web browser, right? So we're always gonna look at it from a web browser, not a phone. Okay, so all right, let's play with some of these dimensions. So I think we can give this a 3. Can we not give it a 2? Alright, so that's the smallest it can go. And so if we made that 2, we need to make the others 5, right? Because 5 plus 5 is 10, plus 5 plus 2 is 12. So now we're back to uniform. And now we can bump this guy up to be text align right. I sort of want that flex thing to work for me, so because we need it for that vertical. Do we? Bottom 0 position relative. No, this is where I'm sucking, guys. I suck at CSS. What I really want to do is just push this guy down. I can do this with flex. Let's see if we use flex somewhere else. Display flex. So we want justify content probably. So here we go. Inspect. Display flex. We don't want the center. Do we want the center? Justify content right. What are the options? We don't want center. We want maybe end. I wonder why. I think we want bottom. Baseline. Let's see, CSS flex. Complete guide. We don't need a guide, we just need the reference. So here we go, some reference. We don't wrap, we don't shrink, justify content. Align cell, flex end, that's what I want. So we want flex end. And why is this not working? Oh, I see. Because of this guy. So we want flex. Let's just refresh the page. Let's start over. I feel like we mucked up the CSS there a little bit. So on the div, we can say flex. Display flex. Display flex. I want to say align items center. Justify content right. That didn't do anything. Left. Right. Justify content. I want it to be. Oh, you don't have anything. Font align right, probably. Font align. Text align right. Am I going crazy? Like, why isn't that working? Okay. So we want that, and we want align self. Align self, I guess. I don't know. Fuck it. We're just gonna do old CSS. I'm gonna say text align right, which will get us there. That's not very close, is it? Oh yeah, I forgot. We squeezed them in. We want to make this 2, 5, and 5. Okay. Let's do it here. 2. Let's make it small in here. I don't want to keep refreshing the page because it takes too long between builds. So I want to get the CSS down now. All right, so inspect. So we've got this thing text aligning right. What else? And we're gonna say height. No, let's target that guy next. Text align right. P tag. I'll get us way over there. That's good. And we're gonna margin top it. So it's already got some top. Let's just look it up. CSS bottom to bottom of div. Type content to the bottom of the div. Relative absolute position is your best bet. Make the header. Okay, and then header content absolute. Alright, we can do that. So if we target this guy and we say position relative, and then we hit this guy, let's put him back. I like the P tag though. Can we go back to span? How does that look like? That's fine. So we go back to span and we say position absolute, and then we say bottom 0. Where'd he go? Bottom 0, left 0. I mean, that's what we did. But now it's gone. Did I miss something? Min height, maybe? Okay, it's because it doesn't have any height. That makes sense. So min height is there. So where are you? So the min height should not be that big. 20. EM? No. Min height should be 6. So now we can say this guy and width. Whoa. Why aren't you there? Oh, it should be right. Wow, that's pretty cool. I kind of don't like that we have to change the height there. And it's not very close to here either. So how does that look? It does move though. Maybe I can use negative. It's gonna be like negative 10 px. Yeah, and then I can move that in. So negative 1 em. Yeah, so maybe I can do that. And so now it'll move with it. Let's go to negative 6. Alright, I like it there. So how do we do that? So we need some classes. Left side, center side, right side, and we want to do some stuff to it. So we do want to just use the same sort of thing here. So we'll go to CSS land, and let's look for the navbar header. Maybe it's in here. Navbar header, nice. Top navbar. Okay, so we want to add, what do we want to do? So we got some targets to hit. So we definitely want left side and right side. And we want the classes. Left side, right side. Okay. So those are the classes, and we want position relative 70em. Next up, we want the individual classes. Oh, we also want to get them, we want to be specific where we're getting them from. So we want to get them from here, and we want to be direct. So that's what we want. Okay, there it is. So the navbar headers left side, right side. We want position relative, min height 70em. And then when we go to here, we want, for the left side at least, we sort of want that. They're kind of the same. So let's duplicate it. The only thing that's changing is this bottom. So I'd like to just do something like this, where it's like sharing the same position absolute bottom 0, but just changing where it's going, because the right side should go left, probably -6. So let's test that. So what do we need to do? So we copy the divs here, give that same position relative. All right, that's pretty good. I'm not sure how this is getting down there so fast. Oh, I see. It's already picked up the class. That's nice. Oh, I see. Somehow I've already written this. Okay, version. There it is. I've already written this, so I need to get rid of that. Alright, so let's turn this guys off. That pulls us here. Oh, it's already left. And then we want to copy left side. I want to copy that for the span. Yep. And we want to say left -1, -6. That's too much. -2. That's good. All right, so I think we've got the styles in, so it'll look like this, I think. How does that look like when we move? Oh, that won't be good. Can we do -2%? So now when we move, we'll have that same issue though. We can just leave that at 0, I guess. Let's leave it at 0. All right. Let's toggle you off. Left is 0. So we do need left 0 apparently. All right. So it will look like this, I think. It looks a little bit messy, but it should work. I like how disable just stays. I wonder why I can't get this guy to do the same. All right, is it still building? I think once we get that indicator in there, that'd be bare minimum because everything's contained within this options page. Next up is making it so that we can toggle it on and off from here instead of going open settings. Open settings. Come on, man. Oh, what the F just happened? What just happened? What the hell? All right, what's breaking it? So what the hell? I thought we just tested this. Why? Why is it breaking like that? Oh, it's not position absolute. It should be. Oh, I see. I see. So we need to do the span in there. That's what's happening. It's targeting this entire thing instead of the span in there. So this should be a little bit more direct. I wish it could be a little bit more generic because I might want to change it to a p tag and then I'll have to change. I'll have to change it. So maybe I could just give this a class of content. And then that way I can target the class content. And then my CSS becomes dot content instead of the span. I think that's better. I'd rather work with classes instead of tag names. That way I can change the tag when I want. It'd be really nice to do that. All right. So it's building. It takes too long. It takes much too long. It wouldn't be a problem if it had that temporary switch thing, but it doesn't. So it's a problem. It's taking a lot longer than usual. All right, here we go. Oh, it's almost there. So how comes he didn't get the bottom? Oh, I see. I didn't double this up. Didn't I? Yeah, that's probably it. I didn't make this bottom on the right side. Ah, I just want to stop working on this. Gotta do some content on that disabled button though. Let's do it. So toolkit, disabled indicator. That's gonna be the class, and we want to put it, I don't know, somewhere. Text color. I think it's just color, right? Color red. Font weight bolder. Border. We'll play around with the CSS in the class. All right. CSS red bolder. All right, so border, we can have 1 pixel, medium dashed green. That might be medium dashed red for us. That might be what we'll use. I mean, it'll look like this, maybe. Let's go with solid. What do you think medium means? The width? Okay. Border width, border style, border color. Let's go with that instead. So here we go, disabled. And we want to target this guy. Well, that is just hard to target, isn't it? So there it is. This is it. So we want border width. Let's look at what thick looks like. And then we want border style dashed double. Can we have some padding? Border style. I kind of still like dashed. What's ridge look like? Solid. Triple dotted looks weird. Dash looks good to me. So it's dash, and we're gonna add some padding of 1 EM maybe? No. 0.1 EM. I just want some padding. How does that affect things when you resize? Okay. I think that looks decent. It looks kind of horrible, really. 7. It looks too large. I think that's what's it. So font size, 0.75 EM. That might be it. Okay, we don't need the padding at that height. All right, maybe those are the rules. So when it's disabled, it looks like that. Unless I can change the color. I don't know how to change the color very easily though. We'd have to have a disabled color. So instead of green, it'd be yellow. It'd be nice if I could center that. I think that will be too much to do right now. All right. And we want to, if we do that, then we need to do some more stuff. So left side content. All right, so it'll look like this. And we want to hide this until this is on. So when it's off, we want that to go away. All right. I think that will do. All right, we're gonna let that save one more time. We're gonna, if it looks good with the compiled code, we're gonna create a commit, and then the next commit we're gonna work on is dynamically setting this. So it needs to be set when the page loads, and then it also needs to be set when I turn it on and hit save. Like when this happens, this needs to be on. So it needs to turn on. We can probably add a watcher on the save, a separate watcher, or throw it in the single watcher. I don't know. What is the save button actually? No, let's worry about that next time. Let's next commit. Let's just focus on this one. So that looks good to me. So we're gonna turn that. Gonna commit all that. Just reviewing what we've added, and everything looks good. This will add a disabled indicator on the top nav. Add a disabled indicator and version to the top nav to be able to see these things without digging into a particular settings page. So that's that. All right, now let's work on dynamically setting it. So first thing I want to do is turn it off, and when we're gonna handle page load. So here we go. We're gonna go options, HTML. We're going to say hidden. Okay, so when the page loads, it's initially hidden. And we're gonna go look at the JS file. We're gonna write a function that says function show disabled indicator should show, and we're going to disable indicator. Did I give that a class? Yeah, I did. All right, we're gonna toggle that class. Class list, I think. Class list. Want something like that. All right. Const classes is equal to that. If should show classes class list. Let's be very precise on what we name it. That remove hidden. Else class list that add hidden. All right, and the selector needs to be, did I copy that? Nope. This thing. Show disabled indicator. If it should show, then we remove hidden. Okay. So on ready, we want to do something. We want to check. Check. We want to do it on save and we want to do it on load. So let's write another function. Function check disabled. Check if disabled. Okay, and check if disabled should call show disabled indicator. Okay. All right. So we want to say. Want to do it there probably. Check if disabled. Show. True. Alright, so we want to say get Kango setting and then do stuff. So get Kango setting. I think we can just wrap this all within. Cons should. Where are you getting it from before? It just assumes, okay. Cons should show is equal to true. Alright, and we want to get the settings disable toolkit, disable toolkit. So disable toolkit. This toolkit disabled. And so if toolkit disabled, then remove that. Check if rename. Check if toolkit disabled. All right, that's good. So on page load, that's what it's going to do. It's going to check to see if it's disabled. Next thing we need to do once that finishes building is add the same function on the save, which is somewhere. Save button, save options. All right, promises that I'll then just put it in there. It's all in one. So when I save, it should check to see if the toolkit's disabled, and then it'll toggle that flag back and forth. I think that will do both. So now on page load, it will show that indicator if it's disabled, and when you hit save and that finishes saving, it'll check to see if it's disabled. I wonder why it's a promise. So I guess that's fine. Let's finish. So here we go. It's on. Ooh, that failed immediately. Like immediately. What? What's in the console? Cannot read property of null. Ooh, that's not good. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Toolkit for YNAB. Cannot read null. Oh, I see. It should be document, right? Yep, should be document. Oh wait. Yeah, it should be document. That's just a copy paste error. So if toolkit is disabled, then it goes, removes it. And if it otherwise, it adds it. Let's check it out. All right, so refresh. It's not there. Let's go to advanced settings. Oh fuck. How did it fail this time? Page is not defined. Page is not defined. Page is not defined. Where the hell is that coming from? Page, that icon class, you son of a bitch. Too much copy paste there. Sorry about the language. I don't know what the rules are for Twitch. Can you curse on these things, or I don't know. I don't want to get a mature rating for just one curse. I mean, I'll try to keep it PG next time. Alright, so guess the setting, document that query selector, toolkit for YNAB, guess the class list. If it is disabled, the class list don't remove. Alright, that should be it. Another error? No, advanced settings. Not caught. What? What is this? Let's just freaking put a breakpoint there, because this is blowing my mind. Class list is hidden, so if toolkit for YNAB is null, I guess that's right. I mean, that's what we used, right? That's very strange. Toolkit for YNAB. Why is that not working? Disable toolkit. Console. Window. Dot. Local storage. Disable toolkit. Should be there. Window.local storage.get item. That's true. I mean, I can hit that directly. Why isn't this Gango setting not working? That is weird. It's like options.dark mode. Where is that actually defined? Okay, Gango setting. So if that worked, it should be an options.dark mode. I guess I didn't see it when I was going through a top down. Why the F isn't it not working for this thing? I don't like dark mode. It's undefined. Why is that the case? Apply dark mode data. Apply dark mode data. That's so weird. I don't want to have to go like window that local storage. That I feel like that defeats the purpose. That local storage. I don't know why it's not getting it though. It should, like, is toolkit. This is just always returning null. So it's never showing up because it's adding hidden. Do you think it's adding double hidden? Like, is that a thing? No, it's just a singular hit. Yeah, because it's like a set. It won't allow you to add duplicate. Oh, this is annoying though. Why isn't this working? Window that local storage that get item. I'm just trying to get it straight up and see if that works. So this get candle setting thing should be doing exactly that, local storage get item, but it's doing it safely within this options page, because if you're not in here, it's able to get it somehow. I forget how, but we're on this web page, so it should just work, right? So that works. I guess we just get rid of Kango setting. Alright. Alright, let's check the save. So I go here, turn that off, hit save. Yeah. Turn that back on, save. Yeah. That's good enough. Alright, what did we change? Options to HTML. Almost done. Almost done. We're almost done. All right. What else we got? We added this function. All right. Show disabled indicator when the setting is on. Does a check on page load and when you hit save. Alright, so that's there, and we're gonna push it up. Alright, so now it's currently disabled. I mean, this is a shitty little indicator, but it's an indicator. And we want to check to see if we didn't break any functionality. So YNAB has it disabled, and we turn it back on. So we don't disable it. Refresh. We should have that collapse button still there. Yeah, so that, I mean, I think that works, guys. Let's call it a PR. So what do we do next? We did this. We are gonna make a PR request now. So I don't know, should I stop the stream and do that later? Like, would you guys find that boring if I created the PR request? I mean, it's kind of our work. Oh, I have to do more work though. I have to actually check to see if there's some updates from the mainstream. So maybe let's check it out. Check out master get update upstream. Yep, some updates. Check out feature. MasterToggle, get merge, master, many days of buffering, updating privacy mode, remove calls to no longer available login text. All right, let's just check our extension still works. It should. I mean, it doesn't look like much changed. But we just want to be safe. So we need to bring YNAB again, this guy. Right, here's YNAB without these extensions. Toolkit for YNAB extension because it's building. Alright, we turn you on. What's another console? Alright, so let's check out these settings pages. Advanced. Save. Refresh. I think we should get that log saying it's disabled. Did I remove that? I mean, I should have. Alright, whatever. I mean, it's doing what I think it should be doing. Alright, so let's put up this PR. So we're gonna make it happen. Feature MasterToggle, GitHub issue. Let's put reach to Trello because we finally did a real one. A Trello link. ability to disable toolkit for YNAB as an advanced setting. Disabled indicator needs some work, but we do have something. Definitely at least needs someone with better styling CSS skills. Can now be globally disabled by going to the advanced settings. What did we call it? Disable toolkit for YNAB. I think that's everything. So there we go. To make use of the feature setting for local storage. What is that? Did we change this? We probably hit saved on that file. No! I'm gonna get rid of these spacing. Alright. Yeah, freaking fix all the spacing issues. I mean, that's fine. I wish it would tell you what commit did this, but I'm okay with that. Let's see, what else? I think that's it, guys. We did it. Oh, we added save cancels to that page. I forgot about that. So check toolkit for YNAB. It does that at the end of the save options, and then watch scroll page for scroll. Okay. Yeah, I think that's good. Let's do it. I wonder if I can reference that master click guy. Matt Glick. I don't think he has Matt Glick 1. Do you think? Matt J. Glick. What are the chances? Can I message this guy directly? No. Alright, that's fine, I guess. PR put together following Matt Glick's. Thanks for doing the research, man. Let me know if this doesn't cover all the settings, but I think Matt is correct in that it all gets compiled down and linked through this source common main.js file. Okay, there's the PR. Nice. It makes it look a little bit prettier. All right, who do I want to hit? Who do I want to hit? I want to hit Dave Balden Largety. How do we want to get these? How would you guys like to be How do you guys like to be pinged? Should I stop referencing you guys? It's called mentioning. And just all right, it's up there. So we need at least one review. It's passing, but that just means it builds. There's no real tests. I can't assign anyone. That's not part of the project. But let's look at the pull request. So there's my feature. That refactor's been up there for 6 days by him. He's a contributor on the project itself. And that's been there since that's a really old one. All right. That's the stream, guys. We went a little bit longer than I normally do, almost near 2 hours. But I just wanted to get that feature completed and just moving on to something else. Like, I'd like to just leave that code base if we can. It's getting really messy. And I'd like to just look at what other open source projects are out there, learn some new patterns, some maybe a little bit more up-to-date frameworks instead of just straight up JavaScript. It'd be nice to go back and do like a React project. I don't know how many extensions are out there that are using React, but it might be cool. All right, guys, take it easy. Enjoy the rest of your evening and have fun. Peace.